through the chair hole.
Yes, sir.
Other business?
Yes.
Mr. Steffi?
Yes.
Can you do me a favor? Can you give me what we pay, what the school district pays out for professional leaves that the school district pays for?
Sure.
Not anything through grants, what the school district pays for.
Okay.
Do we cover up for substitutes and things like that?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't have that off the top of your head, right?
Maybe we'll cut that from our budget so we can get buy uniforms.
Okay, Jennifer? Just because you were on the field very personal, that's you.
That's okay. I just want to address the board. While attending the elementary construction meeting, I witnessed truly disturbing behavior by a school board director. Mr. Allen was having a conversation with someone regarding permits. While he was having this conversation, school board member James Baker and his daughter approached Mr. Allen. Mr. Baker then began slinging insults, derogatory and anti-Semitic remarks. All the while, his daughter was claiming to be recording the conversation. Mr. Baker was calling Mr. Allen a hater and that he ought to be a Nazi. I find his behavior reprehensible and goes against everything our school district stands for. His behavior promotes hate and discrimination against others, everything we have been teaching our children not to do. We have been trying to teach our children tolerance, empathy, compassion, diversity, and respect. I implore the board members to take a stand and demand action. Condoning this type of behavior from an elected official who we entrust decision-making for the betterment of our children is extremely questionable. We need to show our children behavior such as this will not be tolerated. It is no different than being in a classroom where it is not tolerated there either. Not to mention the actual act of video recording the altercation in itself is against the law. Mr. Baker went on to even further insult any other parent who agreed with Mr. Allen's views. Though Mr. Allen can be a bit abrasive, he makes valid points and only has the benefit of our children in mind. Again, I implore you to take action. Parents should not have to fear or tolerate behavior like this from someone in a position such as his. We wouldn't tolerate it from our children. What makes Mr. Baker any different?
Mr. Allen?
I read you guys a letter. You guys have copies of it. It's my daughter.
Hi, what's her name?
Hope.
Hi.
Hope Autumn.
Love your hair.
Thank you. This is addressed to both of you guys, Mr. Lee and Mr. Nova. While attending the elementary school construction update meeting on 5/21, I was appalled by the anti-Semitic remarks and treatment I received by the school board director, James Baker. I was having a discussion when the meeting concluded, and residents were encouraged to approach the team with any remaining questions. I was having a conversation with the architects regarding the parking lot permits when Jim Baker approached me, yelling, berating, I'm a hater, I ought to be a Nazi. All the while, his daughter videotaping the entire thing without my consent or authorization, thereby breaking federal and state wiretapping laws. We know she reported the altercation because she announced to the crowd of people and announced to the school board president, Angela Nober, that Dave is a liar because I was recording the whole thing. I find his anti-Semitic remarks insulting as my wife and children are Jewish. His remarks struck the very fiber of my being, and I became enraged. His behavior and actions are a disgrace to the board and leaves one to question his ethical stance. The community should not have to tolerate hatred, harassment, and unlawful discrimination. I would greatly appreciate the assistance in rectifying this disturbing situation. I'm sure the other board members wish to foster and maintain the physical and mental health of the community that attends the board meetings, and the safety and welfare of the community members should be a top priority.
Teach our kids not to be bullies. My daughter is Jewish also, and when I saw that comment, it absolutely destroyed me because it's not fair.
We've been in contact with the Anti-Defamation League, Jewish Federation of Philadelphia, also the Jewish Community
Outreach Program. So you all will be hearing from them as well.
Also, a copy of this letter is going off to the State Department of Education and the Pennsylvania School Board Association.
There will be a petition filed to have him removed.
If you guys don't remove him, I will have the entire community sign a petition to have him removed from the board. I'd also like to mention the entire evening his daughter was facing the camera at my family this evening. We had to play musical chairs here all night to avoid the camera.
Mr. Allen, I just want, is someone else recording the meeting?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's
just check.
recording up front.
She's recording up
She's
front,
recording
not
up
directly
front. She's
facing
not
the
recording
camera at me
directly
and my
facing at
child.
his child.
Just ask.
Also, at this meeting was over when that recording took place.
I just asked a question.
Okay, well, there's your answer.
I would just like you to know that that statement was said after the extreme vulgar vocabulary he used.
Excuse me. The extreme vulgar vocabulary, basically, I told you you were loud with Donna Hune
Like
at
I
the
said,
previous
you're a
meeting.
hater. You are.
Really?
And you should go away.
And I ought to be a
People don't
Nazi?
like haters.
Wait a minute, Dave, you did really good. The letter, the way you read it was really good.
Thank you,
Don't
Constance.
argue. Don't-
He's not worth it. Just sit down. That's it.
Well, you guys know my stance on things.
I would just like to say that the success of people build each other up. They motivate, inspire, and push each other. Unsuccessful people just hate, blame, and complain.
It's funny because my wife and I are very successful.
That's enough. You made your point. There was plenty of people there that witnessed it.
Hey, our next meeting is Tuesday, 2015, in this room at 7:30.
Are we doing the Reading Olympics before that show?
We are. Thank you for that. Public
No,
service
it's not at
announcement.
7:30 then.
I have something else to add to it. We received a message from a teacher. I'm sorry for the behavior of the school board last night. Please take a look at this page. If you feel necessary, you can also file a complaint with the PSBA. Have a good day. As a teacher, that would pretty much get me fired if I said that to a parent. Glad the ball is rolling. I wish you luck. And then I admire you for following through. Too many people, including teachers, never do for fear of retaliation. This board can be very vindictive, but I lived through it and encourage others to never back down.
Just to show the support of the community I have on this. And the teachers.